YouTube, what's going on? Widdy P coming back with another one. Let's get it. Today I'm going to talk about why 80% of men are frustrated with the modern women of today. A lot of men don't understand how women operate as far as, dating, relationships, and just their mate selection. So I'm going to break that down today, why 80% of men are frustrated with the modern women of today. Please stick with me on this one. Hear me out, I'm going to break it down. Before I start the video, please watch the entire video. And if you like the video, subscribe to the channel to receive more content like this, just content about life. Let's get it. Why 80% of men are frustrated with the modern women of today. A lot of men don't know this, but I'm about to tell you today. I'm about to break it down. A lot of men aren't select, and they'll never be select. Select, what does that mean? Select men are men who've always dealt with a lot of women in some type of capacity. You've seen this growing up, younger. As kids, we've always had somebody in class that was either the best athlete, on the sports team, or the kid in school that could always dress. He was just cool, just had charisma. They always had a lot of women. Those were rare. Those kids were rare. And this carries over as you get older. So select men are men who've always dealt with a lot of women in some type of capacity. Many guys just deal with, women that they can catch or whatever comes their way. But when you're select, you've always dealt with a lot of, females in some type of capacity, whether it be sports, because you're an athlete, whether you just have a lot of charisma, you're cool, funny, or you're just the best at what you do. Whatever your profession is, that can make you select. So that's what makes you select. Best at your profession, top athlete, or just have it all, as far as personality, charisma, funny, and just know how to talk to women. That's rare. So the select men always understand this. And this is what the men that aren't select, 80% of men aren't select. And this is what the men that aren't select don't understand. It's always competition when it comes to dealing with women. No matter what level you're at. So the select man, this is why the men that are select don't have problem with the modern women of today, which is only 20%. That's why I say 80% of men are frustrated. This is why the select men don't have any problem. Because everything is competition. When you're an athlete, everything is competition. You knew the top player on your team, he got all the women. And select men understand women really isn't about money. They aren't chasing your money. This is what the 80% don't understand. And I'm gonna get back to the money thing, but this is a huge factor. But playing the sport, you always knew the quarterback or the top receiver, running back, or the top point guard, he always got all the women. So you knew, damn, if I want her, I gotta step my game up. It had nothing to do with money. You knew you had to step your game up or just bring something different to the table. So select men always dealt with a lot of women, so they knew how to understand women even when they may not have been the best at the time. As an athlete, playing on the team, you may not always be the best, but you've dealt with women, throughout high school, junior high, you get to college. I'm just using this, as an example. You get to college, you may not be the best on your college team, but when you're select, when you've always been select, you'll sit back because you know how to understand what's going on as far as what these women are really after. And it's never money. It's usually never money. See, The men that aren't select, they have to lead with their wallet. And I'm gonna break that down when I get to the man that's non-select. But the man, when you've always been select, you'll sit back and you'll say, okay, that's what the women are gravitating towards. And you'll step your game up because you know it's all about competition. It's all about being the best. Because females want guys that's the best, that, you know, whatever they're doing, period. So let me break it down to the men that aren't select. This is why they don't understand women. They've never dealt with a lot of women, so only thing they know is lead with their wallet. Fast forward to 2022, now women can work. You know, they have their own money. A lot of women have their own money. So that leading with your wallet thing, it don't work as good, does it? That don't work as good, does it? Trying to lead with your wallet. It only works for the men that have life-changing money that can, you know, change their life like, you know, overnight, basically. But 80% of men aren't select, so when it don't work with them leading with their wallet, they don't have nothing else to go to. They can't resort to anything else. Because they never dealt with a lot of women to sit back and understand what these women really like, what they gravitate towards. In the past, you've been able, the men that aren't select, they've been able to get women by, you know, leading with a few dollars because, you know, they didn't have multiple ways of making income now. Women have multiple ways of making income. So 10 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, you could lead with your wallet and it'll work because she may have needed that money, you know, that little bit of money at the time. Just being real, I'm breaking it down. So that's why the 80% are frustrated, because once they can't lead with their wallet, they have no more game. They have no more game after that. So, but when you're select, you've always dealt with a lot of women, so you'll sit back and just observe sometimes. That's how it works. That's how it works. Because a lot of these women, they have their, you know, they have multiple ways of income now. They can make their own money. So you flashing that money, that don't turn her on no more. That don't turn her on no more. Just being real. So 80% of men are select though. And that's why they frustrated. That's why they frustrated. And they'll continue to remain frustrated. Because they don't have a purpose. When you have a purpose, you always working towards something. So you understand women are a byproduct of, you know, your success. That's one thing the select men understand. I have all these women because I'm great at this, or I'm great at that. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, you know, whatever the profession is. That's what the select man understands. So they know, okay, I have to be the best. The non-select man don't understand that. They don't have a purpose. They don't work towards anything. And it has nothing to do with the women, you know, for why you want to, you know, work towards something. But like I said, they're a byproduct, you know, of your success. Females should be a byproduct of your success. You know what I mean? But when you have a purpose, you're not even thinking. You have tunnel vision, so you're not even thinking about, you know, females, because you're thinking about just being the best amongst your peers. You just want to be the best amongst your peers. So, like I said, when you at the top, it comes with it. It comes with it, so you never have to chase or you never have to leave with your wallet. But you do understand why they gravitate towards you. Everybody wants a winner. Let's just be real. Everybody wants a winner. So that's how I break it down. Why 80% of men are frustrated with the modern women of today. Gotta have a purpose. Because the men are select, they deal with women with leverage. You gotta deal with these women with leverage. And your wallet can only be leveraged if it's life-changing money. And then she'll only deal with you. If you leave with your wallet, she'll only deal with you for that sole purpose only. So, step your game up, find a purpose, then you'll understand these women. Break it down, hit you with 2 videos today. Check out my earlier video if you're into sports. I broke down some of the top safeties in the NFL. If you're into sports, check out the video. I dropped it earlier. I was at the field earlier. Dropped 2 videos today. Let's get it. Comment, like, subscribe. Really, people with another one. Let's get it.